Hi, I'm Rob from Sherpa Consultants, and I'm showing you in a series of videos how easy it is to use the Sherpa Infinity application to create your own systems. In the past few lessons, we've looked at creating our own sort of products and services table. In this lesson, what we're going to do is learn about the page controls on some of those pages. Okay, so that we're going to learn generally about the controls and what they do. We're then also going to apply filters and searches and also sort the data within those table page views. And then lastly, we're going to show you how you can download that data into a CSV format where you can do some manipulation of your own. Okay, so as I said, in the previous lessons, we've created this products and services table, which is very similar to a table I use for my own Sherpa Consultants application. What I've done actually is I've actually put some more data in there to really demonstrate how these page controls work. Okay, so let's start at the top here. You can see each of our columns that we've added, each of our fields that we've added has got this little sort icon up here. And you can see at the minute it's sorting on the product code from smallest to largest, so in alphabetical order basically. I can change this just by clicking on it. Okay, so you can see it's reversing it and sorting it in reverse alphabetical order. But also I can change the column that it's looking at sorting. So you can just click on these here just to sort however you want. Okay, and easy as that. So you can see the sales price there. Okay, so that's the first control on the page that I wanted to demonstrate. The other thing to explain are these three sections of the page view at the bottom here. So you can see the first one is showing me how many records at any one time. So you can see it's currently set to 10. The middle bit is showing how many records are in that table overall and how many it's showing. So it's telling me it's showing 1 to 10 of 12. And then lastly, these are the page tabs to actually scroll between the different pages. Or alternatively, I could have changed that to 25, and that would show me all 12 records in the one. So you can see using these page controls really is a good way to control what data you're seeing, and you can use it to sort of show as many records as you like at any one time. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is the search functionality. So over in the top right here, just underneath the add icon where you create new records, you have a search bar. So this will let me enter some text in and search all of our records to see if there's a match for the text. So for example, if I start to type in hour, it looks across the entire row. So it looks across the entire record and says, and only filters for ones that have the word hour in it. Okay, so you can see it's instantly brought through my 3 consultancy hours and my training hour as well. The other thing to understand while we're on it on these page controls is the page will remember the searches and the record sorts and the filters, which we'll look at in a minute. So next time you come back to the page, it should reapply those filters. Okay, so this search bar up here is great for just doing a generic search, or if you're looking for a little bit of text within that record. However, it's not very specific, so I can't say only search on a particular column. So what we have over in the top left is this funnel icon, which is for filters. So if I click on that, what it does is it lists out all of my columns for me to either enter, and I can use as many or as few of these as I want, but they're individual column filters. So for example, if I start to type in my product code, it should say, so it starts to list them out. So I can search for one of them like that, or I can remove that and I could go and look at my product categories and show individual product categories. Or alternatively, I could use these sliders for the sales price to kind of just narrow down what it is I'm looking at. Okay, and like we say, we could put multiple filters on and then collapse that filter just to show. And what it does, it just changes the filter green to remind you that you have one of these filters applied. Okay, so let's just have a look at that. I can remove all filters by clicking on this icon here, which is the funnel with a little X above it. Or I can remove individual filters by clicking on the X on the right-hand side of that filter. Okay, so what I will do is I will just remove all filters and then collapse. Okay, and then lastly, the last thing I want to show you is the export button, which downloads a copy of the data that you're seeing in this data table. And that's this button. So if I click on that, what it will do is, and the important thing to understand is if it's filtered, it will only download the filtered data. So it's responsive to all the filters and the searches that you put into the page. Once I'm ready to download that, I can just click on this icon and that'll download it at the bottom. And then you can open that in your choice of editing program for CSV files. So you can see there it is. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to click the link at the end of the video to go to the next lesson in the series. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.